Anyway, we'll move on. We've got some video footage and photos here from subscribers of Flying Fox in Refit in Bloemenvos in Germany. And we mentioned a few episodes ago that the yacht had sailed to Bloemenvos, and it was no doubt going into a refit. If you remember, that was around the 15th of September, I believe. Or based on AIS, actually, that's when it arrived, 15th of September. I think it was about 10 o'clock in the morning, UTC. Now, the vessel hasn't had a major refit since the war in Ukraine started. The Flying Fox was owned by Dmitry Kemenchek, who's a Russian billionaire who did own Moscow Airport, amongst other things. I'm not sure if he still owns that airport any longer. But anyway, the vessel was in Dominican Republic at the start of the outbreak, and it was temporarily detained there whilst and boarded by US authorities. But the vessel eventually managed to leave, and once it did, it sailed immediately to Turkey and was laid up in Turkey for about 2 years in Göcek in Turkey. And only recently, a few months ago, which we reported on, the vessel had started to crew up and started engines and stuff, and AIS had come back on, and the vessel eventually left. And then we found out that it had actually been sold. And the new owner, as we've mentioned in various episodes, is the one of the members of the United Arab Emirate royal family. And the vessel's now, it was recently used as what looked like a support vessel for Motor Yacht Blue as it sailed around the Greek islands. But that vessel went to Germany, as you can see in Refit there. The other vessel, if you're interested, it's in a floating dry dock, 134 metre vessel, you know, it's a big vessel. It's in a floating dry dock there, and it's right next to the other vessel in the photos there. That's Motor Yacht Luna, the Lloyd Werft Luna, formerly owned by Roman Abramovich and now owned by Farhad Akhmedov. I believe he's trying to sell that yacht, but it's kind of it's not seized any longer. He's no longer on the sanctions, but the vessel's there whilst there are various different disputes going on about payments and stuff to do with the crew. And if that vessel ever does leave, it will be arrested. The only reason why it hasn't been arrested is because the Lursen people won't let the lawyers in to serve those papers. So yeah, so anyway, in there for a refit. Like I said, hasn't had a refit in 3 years. Probably, maybe it's a 5-year refit. I'm not sure, because the vessel has been out there in no man's land for all that time. So yeah, big refit. Someone sent us some photographs of the vessel, and the paintwork on the hull looked really, really bad. If I can find them, I'll put them in here, and you can see them for yourself. Hi, thanks very much for watching this video. If you want to see the full news videos, click on the link over here. And if you'd like to find the channels, you can find the links below here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.